Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today I'm going to be doing a character from the Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas crochet kit. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, or click on that notification bell for future videos. So today, you guys, I'm going to attempt Jack Skellington. I mean, I'm not going to lie, this kit is a little scary for me. Not because it's the theme of Halloween, but it's because I'm not 100% sure that I'll be able to pull this off. It looks a little complicated. Jack Skellington is kind of long and lanky, and I'm sure there's going to be wires involved, as we saw in the unboxing. If you had not catched the unboxing, go ahead and check that out. I'll leave the link to my playlist at the end of this video. But here is the instruction box, and I'm going to be pulling out the crochet needle that it comes with. It comes with a 3.25 millimeter hook, and I think I'm gonna pull out the colors that I hope we're gonna be using. I think it's just the black and just the white, and then also they have a little packet in here. I mean, there's other stuff too. We have some embroidery floss, a needle. I'm going to set that aside in case we do need it later. And then of course we have the stuffing. The stuffing is, oh, there's more yarn here, and there's more black. I don't know which one to use. Are they both the same? I think they're different. We'll find out. I'm going to set aside this other baggie. It has the wire, which I believe they're probably going to put in the arms and the legs, and probably the whole body, to be honest. There's felt in here, white and black. Setting that aside. And then of course we have the stuffing that is squished in here. When you open the baggie and pull out the stuffing, it is, well, you have to cut it. It's also vacuum sealed, so it's probably going to expand a lot. So save that for last. And then when you're not using the rest of it, I would take like a Ziploc or something to keep it debris free. No one likes dirty stuffing. But alright, so let me just put this stuff back in the box, and then let's start this kit. Okay. Hopefully I can get this into one video. If not, I'm going to be spanning it over multiple videos throughout the week. I'm gonna try to get this done in a week. As you know, I also do nails, so it's a lot going on for me. The instructions, as I mentioned, are very nice. They explain a lot of things that are going to be involved in the instructions, and I've said that there are things that I have to mention in like the Dollar Tree kits that they leave out. So I'm really happy that there's instructions in this booklet to help with these, which is the same things that I have to explain in the Dollar Tree kits, because, you know, what I say and what the book says along with their illustrations might be night and day for you guys. Like, I know I say things differently. I mean, English is my only language, and I still can't manage to speak that right, so some of you guys might have an issue with how I talk or how I show things. So it's always good to have different methods of learning. Alright, this booklet, I need it to stay open. I don't know if it's going to. I'm actually putting my, let's see, I have a shot glass. Let's try that. I don't think it's heavy enough, but anyway. Okay, Jack Skellington. Materials, the crochet hook. You want the DKY. It's crazy. DK, I don't know what DKY is. I'm gonna assume it's this one, because, you know, it said black and white, and these are two different from each other. These two are similar. This is where I am not a professional crocheter. I'm just a hobbyist, and I'm not an instructor. I do just try to help out with the instructions if I ever could on these videos. Okay, embroidery thread, okay, felt fabric, black, craft wire, metal tapestry needle, stuffing scissors, sewing needle, straight pins, which I don't have, which are not in this kit, which is insanity, but anyway, stitch markers, which are not in this kit. Oh, I think I gotta go get my... Well, that's annoying. Let me see if I have this lying around on my desk somewhere. I was just holding it the other day. I did a candy corn thing. Where the heck did that go? Yeah, I don't like how they say you need X, Y, and Z, and it's not even packed in the box. Alright, we just hit a roadblock, people, and I'm sure you guys are just as stumped as me, because it's not like you're gonna have that lying around. I don't even know where I put it. Lord have mercy. Oh, okay, I found it. Annoying. Which is crazy that it's not lying around here. Alright, I've collected this over the kits that I've had. Stitch markers, which I actually took out. So then what in the world? Why in the hell? How do I not have a stitch marker anywhere? Please let there be one in here. No. No, no, and no, because I put it all in a baggie thinking it was super neat to put it all in a baggie. Okay, found it actually. These are what you need, stitch markers. They are just safety pins in a sense. And I have a baggie filled with, this is actually not the baggie, so I have no idea where the other baggie is, but there's some in here. Gonna use it. Craziness. I need to put this where I'll see it next time. Okay. Yarn used, paint box, cotton DK, paper, white, and pure black. Okay. Finish, this sucker's gonna be about a foot long, almost 11 inches tall. Alright, so we gotta make 2 legs. If we make 2, I'm just going to do one on film and then do the second off film to save time. Alright, with black, let's start, because I just wasted 8 minutes of your time. Unfortunate. Okay. Who knows? I might just edit a lot of this out. So I'm just going to take this apart here. Alright. Let's see. Make a 6 single crochet AR. Oh, okay. It's already starting out great. What they don't have is a legend that just breaks down, like it has the abbreviations. Maybe it's in here. Okay, 87. It's all the way in the back. AR, adjustable ring. So they call it adjustable ring. This is actually also called a magic ring. Let's just make sure this thing isn't anywhere else. Okay, so adjustable ring is their version of magic ring. Magic ring is everywhere. I don't know why they just don't use magic ring. They might not like it. It's not really magic, but to me it's magic. To do a magic ring, now I'm doing this in righty. If you need a lefty, comment below. You want to grab some yarn here, and you want to wrap it around your finger twice. Have a little bit of overage because we're going to take our middle finger and just hold that down while we flip our finger palm up. I feel like something fell, don't know what that was. Okay. Then what you want to do is slip your hook underneath, oops, all of these strands here. 1, 2, and this one here, 3. Now you want to pull the hook back out, but as we pull it out, you're going to pull this piece under these two. So pull that. You might have to turn your hook a little bit so you can slide under the other two pieces, just like that. Then you're going to have to yarn over. So we're going to grab this yarn here and put it over the hook like that. And then the same thing, we're going to pull this yarn through this loop to close off our adjustable ring like that. Okay. I do have a short video that shows how to do this adjustable ring. Hopefully, if this doesn't help, you can check that video out. But now I'm going to slip this ring off my finger. And it says we have to have 6 single crochet stitches. So let's get some yarn here. Okay. Then what we're going to do is you always want to chain 1 to make the height of the round. So just want to yarn over and pull that through the loop, and that's chain 1. Now we have to make 6 single crochet stitches. So you're going to want to stick your hook into the ring like that. We're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. Then we're going to yarn over again and pull that through 2 loops. And we have created our first single crochet stitch. So let's make another one. Into the magic ring, or adjustable ring they're calling it. You want to yarn over, pull up a loop. You want to yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And that's another single crochet stitch. So now we have 2. Let's do another one. Into the magic ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now we have 3 single crochet stitches. Now we have to have 6, so we're going to do 3 more. Let's do that now. Into the magic ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Into the magic ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Into the magic ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now you can count these stitches back. They look like really nice braids. I know this color is black, so it's hard to see, but you can kind of see it's like a hair braid. Each braid here, or each loop on the braid, is a stitch. So count back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have the 6 here. We have the 1 chain stitch for the height. So now the magic part, or the adjustable part of this ring, is that this hole can turn into no hole by pulling this guy. But I found that if you just pull this alone, you can pull one loop and the other one bunches and it sticks out and it's not pretty. So what we're going to do is make sure that both front and back loops go into this hole nice and clean. So what you want to do is hold the stitches at the bottom here with your fingers, kind of like snug but a little loose, because we're gonna pull this piece out. And as we're pulling it out, we're going to watch which of these loops go in first. We have the front and the back loop. So pull this out. Keep a close eye on those two loops. See which one goes in the hole first. And as you see, the back one is disappearing. So don't pull it anymore. Let go of this piece. What we're going to do is grab the back loop. And it might not be the back loop for you. It might be the front loop. And if you do it again, it might be different. You can't always assume it's going to be which loop, you know. So anyway, we know that it's the back loop for this time. So what you want to do is grab the back loop at the bottom here. We're going to pull it out this end, not the top end, the bottom end. So pull it out. You're going to start seeing the front loop disappear. That's exactly what you want. If it's not disappearing, stop pulling it. You have to find the one where the front loop is going to disappear and just keep pulling it till it's as far as it can go. You're going to start seeing that adjustable ring, the hole, it's closing in. That's exactly what we want. So keep pulling until you can't anymore. The hole's pretty much closed. So now that we have the front loop gone, the back loop is going to be so much easier to pull neatly. So you grab this excess piece here and just pull that till the back loop is gone as well. Just like that. And your adjustable ring is now adjusted. There's no more hole, which is exactly what you want. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a slip stitch to close the row. So count back 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to stick your hook into that 6th stitch. In other words, the braid that I showed you earlier. Then we're going to yarn over and you're going to pull it through all of these loops. So pull through all the loops, and now we've completed our first round, and the markers are there to mark the last stitch you made. So here's your hook. You see that little braid that's right below it? That's the last stitch of the ring or the round. You want to put your marker in those loops, in that braid there. Close the marker, and then we can start round 2. So for round 2, we just have to do 6 single crochet stitches, end up with 6 stitches. So this is 6 single crochet stitches, straightforward, very easy. Not so easy because it's going to be tiny. So hopefully you're able to work this out. But the troublesome part is we have to do, well, 29 times. So that's going to be a nightmare. Definitely a nightmare before Christmas, because I am really bad at keeping track of my counts. But what you can do, this could identify as the second round or the first round, however you want to mark it. What you could do for yourself, and it doesn't come with the stitch markers. I could be wrong, maybe I missed something, but I pulled out everything and I don't see no stitch markers. But you can go on in the hobby store, you can go online on Amazon and buy yourself a pack of these. Some are not expensive at all. You might have to wait, but they're not expensive. You can get them in bundles. So I wish that I can see where the heck I have another baggie, and I have a lot of these. And I put them all in that baggie thinking I was really cool for keeping things nice and neat. But I did do I reorganized everything, so I have no idea where that stuff is now. Unfortunately, I have no idea. Like drop of a hat, don't know. Don't know what I did with it. I'm that good of a cleaner, I guess, because I don't even know where it is now. But anyway, get yourself a number of these. I'm going to try to maybe mark this off if I can pay attention long enough. Maybe do 15 by 15. Just don't lose the count. And you keep these on so that you can count where you are at. So if you had 29, 30 of these, that would be wonderful. But if you don't, you had maybe do it every 2, every 5, however many you need. But I'm gonna see if I can find the other ones. Hold on. Okay, they were actually right in front of my face. I have shelves on my desk, and it was just sitting right there saying, hello, stupid, right here. Okay. It's not a lot, but it's enough. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, well, we'll do one per row and figure it out later. Okay, because we gotta... I'm a lefty, by the way. I grabbed that by the wrong hand for this video. Okay. Now that we got ourselves situated... By the way, if you need to advance ahead or pause or go back, please do so. But I want to let you know that there's a gear button in the corner of the screen. Click on that. You can change the playback speed to go slow or fast depending on what you need. And then of course, if my voice is irritating, you can always click on the CC button. It's a little square at the corner of the screen, and lower the volume on your phone. Okay, let's do this. 6 single crochet stitches. Now this same thing like we did before. Before we start every row, you want to make a chain. That gives you the height for the single crochet stitches. And then you go on to the next stitch over. We're going to put in the hook. You want to yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Into the next stitch, put in your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Again, into the next stitch, put in your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So we have 3 single crochet stitches. We're going to do 3 more. 1, 2, and then 3 is going to be the last stitch we made, as you see. I would normally remove this, but since we have to do this so many times, I say leave it so that if you lose track of your rounds, you can just count your markers. So stick your hook into that same stitch that the marker's at. It's very giving, so if you made the stitch loose, you can just easily slip the hook in there with the marker. And we're just going to go about normal business, making a single crochet stitch. Okay, so just to double check, you can count 6 stitches from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we're going to do a slip stitch. So I lost my place. Let's count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to place your hook into the 6th stitch, yarn over, and then we're going to pull it through all of the loops. Okay, so now we have our 2nd round completed. It's going to start curling in itself to where your marker is going to kind of get caved in. What you want to do is flip it inside out, because that's actually the nicer side. And I know the colors are dark, so it's hard to tell, but just flip that inside out. Make sure that marker is sticking out. And now we can move on to the 3rd round, but I'm going to mark this. So this is going to identify that this is the 3rd round. Okay, so now we can do 2, 3, makes sense. Okay, let's do this again. This guy's going to float in the wind, but eventually we're going to keep it tucked inside the leg. So just make sure you don't, you know, if you wanted, you can cut it shorter or already try to tuck it in. It's not long enough to keep in there without getting confused. So I'm just going to like hold it out on the side, make sure it doesn't get in my way. But we're going to chain one like we always do. Chain one. Then we're going to go into the next stitch, do a single crochet stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then you just got to do this 3 more times. 1, 2, and then last one in that marker, 3. So this is definitely a great way to make sure you're on track with the right stitch count, and that's why they want you to have markers, although they didn't pack that in there. And again, we're going to do 6 stitches from the hook, and then we're going to do a slip stitch. So count your stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yarn over and pull through all loops, and then we're gonna take our marker and put that through the last stitch we made. Okay. So now we have 2, 3 working on 4. So I'm going to walk this through with you guys one last time, and then what I'm going to do, may or may not do actually, because this is very redundant, right? I may play it in real time, or I may just speed it up. If I speed it up again, you can change the speed on the little gear button. I don't want to cut it out because, you know, in case you need it. But I'm just going to keep going with this. Chain 1, like we always do. Then into the next stitch, put in your hook. Try to move this one out of the way for a little bit. Okay. Yarn over, pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then we're going to do this 3 more times. 1, 2, and then last stitch here, 3, okay, and then we're going to do a slip stitch, count back 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, put in your hook, gonna yarn over and pull through all loops, and then we're gonna take another marker, close it up. So now we have 2, 3, 4, we're on the 5th row. Okay, so I did this 3 times with you guys. Let me just show you how you can tuck in this piece, because it is difficult. We're getting a little deeper in this, and it's a very tiny piece. So take your hook and pull out and make a big loop here, because you don't want to lose the loop. It's very important, otherwise your whole project will unravel. just going to take my hook and I'm going to try to fish this inside by pushing it in the center here. If you have difficulty doing it this way, then try using your fingers, like bunching it up and pushing it down into the leg. And then you can take your hook after and further push it down. But you just want to tuck that out of the way. Once you do that, you'll realize that it's like a lot easier to crochet. But I did this now because there was no way it was going to stay in any lower, because it's such a small pocket. It would have popped out, or you would have accidentally crocheted into it, and you don't want to do that. It just makes everything not neat, and you might pull the threads out. So I'm sticking my hook back into the loop, and I'm pulling this to where it's comfortable again in there, not too snug. Okay, let me just gather up some yarn, and then I'm going to continue the rest of the leg. And hopefully you guys, if you need to keep rewinding to continue the remaining rounds, please do so. But for video time's sake, I'm just going to not talk and just crochet.
It's all right.
2 weeks, 12 hours a day and nothing. Where's my dish?
Here.
I don't understand it. I've never hit a dry spell like this before.
You'll think of something.
I sure hope so. Well, better put a lot of clothes in just for days.
Haven't you forgotten something? Good.
Crunchy, tasty, crackling, good experience. Fit for the crown heads of Europe. What do you think, Larry?
Who cares about the crown heads of Europe? We're selling a product as American as apple pie.
Kingsley's potato chips. As American as apple pie. I got it. Kingsley's potato chips may be new and improved, but they're still a chip off the old block.
This from the man who gave the world the Caldwell soup slogan. Pathetic.
Larry, I've got it. I've got it. Listen.
Hi. What's up?
Other potato chips may be like chips that pass in the night. But Kingsley's potato
Torturing
chips...
yourself. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm trying to put
Chips
some of these
just came
cards
in.
away. But my bad.
How can you say something
Do
like
it
that with such
tomorrow.
enthusiasm?
Did you take Tylenol?
I'm desperate.
No, I took Advil
Whenever you leap
yesterday.
to your feet and start to
That's what you
urinate,
could get
bomb.
Oh, yeah.
with airborne as Tylenol
Try again tonight at your
Okay.
house.
if you want.
Knock off the bag
Because
of
maybe I'll try it.
potato
Because the
chips right at your
Advil, I
house.
didn't feel any different. I think what made it different was
Yeah. How about
the
that?
pudding elbow and the gun.
My mind just isn't functioning properly.
You know, The Rock calls it the
Relax
people's
there,
elbow.
You're
It's
trying
called the
too
pudding
hard. You're all
elbow.
tensed up.
He does?
Yeah.
Even my brain feels clenched.
All you need is a few hours rest.
Man, I wish I could tell which guy that was. He's either Vincent or Clint.
Kingsley.
But I feel like fishing for cards might be the guy we buy everything off of. Because he talks about fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of these people have, this one guy, Vincent, he has a website, so maybe I can see pictures of him.
Oh, what was it? I'm so punchy I can't remember.
That might be the grumpy guy.
Huh?
Yeah,
Kingsley potato chips. King.
because like I said, that'd be great. We could stop taking trips. But man, I tell you,
I'm sorry, Larry.
that guy who I bought a bunch of boxes off today,
He's tired.
the guy that says he's from New York,
Yeah.
he was selling individual packs. They were so high priced. Like I bought those two 82 Don Russes from the old guy. I think it was, where did we, was that South Plainfield way up north?
Sounds
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, and he had them for $8, but then all half price I'm doing today. Like I think this guy had like 12 a pack.
Spend 3 days right in the middle of the most beautiful
I was
scenery
like,
that ever took
God
your
damn, I
breath.
should drive up there just to
What's
find
the
that
place
old
like,
guy.
Larry?
Some
Well,
people
it's,
just do good
kind of
prices, you know, some
rustic,
people
Sam.
don't.
Yeah.
I haven't had a
I
chance to
think
get up there
that
and
guy
see
from New
it.
York, he's actually trying to make a
As a matter of
profit.
fact, it's up for sale
Yeah,
now.
especially if he's driving that as far.
Yeah. But he said this is the only place he goes in Jersey. It's crazy because Cold Snack's not even close
No,
to
Larry, I
New
can't
York.
move off in the middle
It's
of
not like he's going to South
They're no good to
Plainfield,
me
maybe
like
because
this.
the table's cheaper.
Miserable, sleepy, grumpy. I get enough of that at home.
Yeah, there's just some people, like, obviously, the guy that gave you the NASCAR thing, he does. I feel some things he has a little high. Like, I think the Leaf I bought off him were a little high. Your NASCAR was a tiny bit high. But then other stuff, like, I got today, like the Desert Storm, they were more than $10 a box. That's for sure. And that's why when stuff is $10, I'm just going to buy it. Because, yeah, I have a lot put in, but once I do lives, you're going to see me just tear through it. I don't know if I'm going to do once a week like pudding, but if I did once a week like you, I would definitely tear through this stuff.
I just try to be regular.
Certainly is.
I try to be regular.
No, I know. If I'm regular, I don't. You think I have a lot? I don't have enough.
Charm?
And such downright.
You need variety and maybe like 2 of each boxes.
Maybe it's better inside.
But I was digging the new stuff. Thank you. Put in very much.
I said you need it because you said you wished you got it last time.
Yeah.
So I said, let's stop with this nonsense. Let's stop screwing around and let's just get it.
It's just because when I buy something for a price and then it's higher, that makes me hesitate. Am I like, is it that store? Is it, you know? But I guarantee you, if I see that lady again, which she might be at that, because they have another one at the firehouse where it's a full base bar car, I guarantee you her stuff will be higher. And I'm going to say to her, be like, man, I was here a couple weeks ago, you sold 3 for $25 each. What you trying to pull? But I'll be more nice.
Yeah. Gotta do this freaking Jack Skellington's leg. It's like a noodle.
It's weird. I'm not that hungry. Whenever I eat takeout, it just fills me up for like hours. And then if it makes me like chicken and broccoli, I'm like hungry like an hour and a half.
Here we are. Hovel, sweet Hovel.
I like the Jeff Gordon there.
So I didn't come up with an idea. Is that
pretty
the reason
cool.
to send us
Yeah.
a penal
But we can move it
servitude?
if you need to use that for nail stuff.
I wasn't gonna use that
Darren?
spot.
Darren.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel a little bit better standing up.
But Darren.
No, Sam, no magic.
But yeah.
Look, honey, we can't use your witchcraft every time we get into trouble.
Just some of these things,
There's something
crazy. And now I think I know why people go
You
there.
understand,
Well,
don't you?
some people go to Walmart and Target and just wipe the shelves to resell it, you know?
Yeah.
But I can tell why they go there, because if you get something, it's going to be cheaper there than if you go to card shows or card stores, you know?
Yeah.
And 100% card shows. Like that card store we went to
Let's go home.
by your old job, that place, they're
We better
freaking
check out
crazy.
what the roads are
The
like
prices
around
they
here.
have.
Yeah.
Remember Larry said no
But
telephone.
if it's anything new, you can go there and probably find it.
Yeah.
They're going to have it.
I'm game.
Finder Caleb Williams.
Well, I got to keep buying those score. I'll look, you know.
Are you
next
looking
weekend.
for his rookie card?
Yeah.
I suppose if the bridges are washed out, it really won't.
It's, you know, next week we do Walmart and the 2 Targets. All I'm saying, my love.
Operator, I'd like a road report, please. Can you connect me?
There's not too much on the old stuff. There's not too much more I want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That was
Maybe
bad
5
news.
more boxes.
Seems
6
like the
tops.
roads around here wash out when there's a sun shower. Honey, I don't want a chance. It's not in your condition. It's cold.
You put in. She's so good to me.
Firewood would be nice.
Try pumpkin. We're a team.
Well,
Yeah. I'm gonna pee. Post my
Sam,
shorty.
does it make you feel guilty to know that at this very moment the Boy Scouts of America are trying to do that same trick with sticks and stone?
Oh, so that's how they do it. My, isn't that beautiful? It's a perfect time for a little redecorating.
Time for what?
Take that silly old chair. There. That's better.
Sam,
You're right, sweetheart. I shouldn't be doing it this way.
you certainly shouldn't.
I should just do it all at once.
That's not what I meant.
Now, Darren, you're tired and overworked, and you really need this little vacation. Oh, you don't want to spend it in a dreary, dilapidated old shack, do you?
Honey, I don't care about me. I'm worried about you.
Oh? Okay. You talked me into it.
Hey.
Oh.
I guess a mother-to-be deserves some privileges.
How about a father-to-be?
Oh. It's pretty hard to put anything over on you, isn't it?
How come you do it so often?
Mr. Tate?
Yes?
How do you do?
How do you do?
We're Mr. and Mrs. McBain. We've come in reply to your ad
Ad?
concerning your cottage.
Oh, that ad. I'd almost forgotten it. It's been listed for so long.
We just got married, and we need a place in the country. Don't we, Charles?
We sure do, honey.
We're going to be up that way tomorrow. Is it all right if we have a look at it, Mr. Tate?
Of course. Oh, at the moment, though, some friends of mine are staying there, but I'm sure they wouldn't mind showing you through.
We'd appreciate it, Mr. Tate. From your description of it, it sounds like just what we've been looking for.
Well, to be honest with you, it might need a little work.
You don't have to sell us on it, Mr. Tate. For the money you're asking, we don't expect Buckingham Palace.
Well, it has great potential. I'm sure anyone with talent could work wonders with it.
A beautiful morning.
Thank you.
Sam? Oop, there's no lock on the door. I wonder if it's all right to leave it open while we're gone.
Oh, well, Darren, would you like me to...
Never mind.
Okay. I guess I've used up my quota of witchcraft for the weekend.
For the weekend, for the whole year.
Well, Mr. Tate was right. It's no Buckingham Palace.
Who wants Buckingham Palace? I adore it.
So do I.
Come on.
They don't seem to be home.
Try the door. Oh, Charles. It's beautiful. It's just what we've been dreaming about.
You wouldn't believe it from the outside.
Oh, look at these curtains.
Nice bar.
Oh, and the fireplace.
Neat bar.
You never see such exquisite furniture.
Would you like a drink?
I'm get on that phone to Mr. Tate, Charles, this minute.
You're calling from the cabin? You will? At the listed price? Don't you even want to quibble about it?
He wants $1,000 down, honey. I think $1,000 down would be fine, Mr. Tate.
Then it's a deal.
Thank you, Mr. Tate.
My pleasure.
Oh, you must be Mr. and Mrs. Stevens. Welcome to our new home. New... what? Home. We just bought it. Lock, stock, and barrel.
What?
Lock, stock, and barrel? That's what I said. Didn't I, Charles?
You sure did, honey.
Sam, we can't let them.
You don't have to whisper, Darren. They're outside looking at the grounds.
Sam, we've got to get out of this.
Got to?
Got to. We can't allow that young couple to spend their hard-earned savings on this dump.
Why? We'll leave it just as it is.
Honey, that's dishonest. This isn't Larry's cabin. This is witchcraft.
But they'd enjoy it so much.
Honey, turn it back.
Well,
Sam, turn it back. And let's get out of here.
okay. Mr. and Mrs. Stevens? Yes? Too divine to be true.
Yes, isn't it?
Charles thinks he's died and gone to heaven.
Well, that's one way out.
Don't you think you're being just a trifle hasty? I mean, things aren't always what they seem. There are certain drawbacks, such as, well, the cross ventilation. It's broken. Mrs. Stevens, have you ever had a sinus condition? I know. Well, Charles has. Oh. And the doctor says it won't get better unless Charles can be where he can get plenty of fresh air. Must it be this air? For the night Charles' doctor said that, I had a dream. A little cottage in the country. It was so beautiful. It was so real that when I woke up, I said to Charles, Charles, that's the one I want. Ever since then, we've been looking. For months and months. We've seen hundreds of places. And not until we saw this one here did I see anything that remotely resembled the cottage of my dreams. Come on, Charles. Where are you going? Back to the city. You changed your mind? We're going to pack. As soon as you're ready to leave, we're moving in. Darren, I can't do it.
Honey, this house is built by witchcraft.
It's the only one of its kind. Now, you don't want poor Charles searching forever with his sinuses. We just leave it the way it is. What possible harm could it do?
Every time you say that, I feel like taking out accident insurance. Okay, I'll call Fred Hinkle in the morning.
Who's Fred Hinkle?
My insurance agent. For Mr. and Mrs. Charles McBain.
Oh, the young couple that were here yesterday.
Yes, they telephoned from the cabin this afternoon. It's strange they went for that price so quickly. I asked for a couple of thousand more than I expected to get. Oh, don't write that, Miss Thatcher. Write this. Please draw up the said contract as quickly as possible. Yours very truly, etc., etc. Just type that up and then you can go, Miss Thatcher.
Thank you.
There's no phone in that cabin.
Is that everything?
I think so. What is it?
Isn't that Larry's car?
It sure is.
Well, we can't let him see the cabin when it's not looking a mess.
But turn it back. I can't believe it. How could this place deteriorate so much in 3 years? Well, it has a lot of potential. Can't believe you spent the night here.
Oh, it wasn't so bad.
Sam fixed it up. Fixed it up? Yeah, it looked pretty bad before.
Oh, it was a mess. Hey, can you imagine what it would look like with a few authentic early American pieces around?
Sure. It'd be the best furnished, dilapidated shack in the country. The things want this place. Maybe they're con artists. You suppose there's oil on this property?
Darren,
What?
I'll be right back. Hi there.
Hi.
Hi.
You see? It's still there.
Still there? Oh, when we got home last night, I had to keep convincing myself it was real and not just some magical dream.
Alice still believes in fairy tales with happy endings.
I'll do my best.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I'm afraid you're a little early.
Well, that's okay. We'll just sit in the living room and drink up the atmosphere.
I'll get it.
I still can't believe it. Well, welcome, landowners. Such as it is.
Mr. Tate, I hope you haven't changed your mind.
Well, no.
So I wanted to mention that sometimes in manufacturing you end up getting a spool of yarn that was finished from one, whatever they call it there, to another. So they'll just end up tying the yarns together, and that's just how it is, which is really annoying, but they save money that way, so we just have to deal with it. So I just wanted to kind of maybe help you guys deal with this. I mean, it just sucks that this is a very lanky skeleton to where there's not much room to hide pieces like this. So I'm gonna try hiding it with you guys. So I am on the 19th row at the moment. And I'm going to start the 19th row as usual, and then when I hit that knot, I'm gonna show you how I'd hide it. So I actually hit it right away. The knot is actually perfect. It's going kind of behind. If you have to, I would leave the knot behind. Don't pull it through the stitch, even if it's a little loose, because I'd rather have it loose than have the knot come out, and then you'll have this knot sticking out of your leg, which is not that great. So just continue crocheting your round as you would, and I'm trying to avoid, now there's like more obstacles. Now you have the markers, you have these two little excess pieces just flapping in the wind. Oh man, so just try to avoid them. You don't want to accidentally crochet those into your stitches, because it'll make your stitches look thick, or the strands will come out and it'll look like it's fraying, and you want to have like a perfect leg. And you know, the yarn's not that, the quality is not that great, so I actually kind of stuck my hook in between the yarn threading, and you don't want to do that either. So I'm going to undo this stitch and redo it. Yeah, you just want to make sure everything is nice and clean. On top of that, it's like, not only will it look better, but if you need to fix a mistake, let's say further down, and heaven forbid you have to unravel everything, it'll be easier to unravel if everything is nice and neat. So you just want to make sure that you collect the yarn that you need to collect when you are doing your stitches. Okay, so I'm going to count 6 and then do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How are you guys hanging in there? If you're doing all right, click the like button. I'd say if you're not, click the dislike, but please don't. Alright, so now we're ready for the 20th row. So, because I'm afraid to lose count from here, what I'm going to do is remove all of the markers except for this last one, and I know that I have to add 10 more to make the 30. Just want to make your life a little bit easier so that you don't think too much about it. But it's the nature of the beast. If you had a different project that didn't have so many rounds that are virtually the same, it wouldn't be this difficult. But we are doing Jack Skellington. As cute as it's gonna turn out, you have to keep track of your stitch count, because he is one lanky dude, and those rounds are just so much. Okay, so now I know this is 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Okay. So now I have my 30 markers, my 10 markers left to go. This came out by accident. Let's pull out the loop again. I just want to tuck in these little pieces so that they don't end up in my stitching. So same thing that we did before. That's how you would get rid of any excess yarn. Just tuck it away and tuck it under so that you don't accidentally stitch that in your project. So that's how you would deal with any knotting. So it's annoying, but it's good that I had that happen, because I have yet to have anyone comment about it, but it'll happen at some point if you crochet a lot, and it's just a matter of how do you deal with it so that you don't ruin your project. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back to my silent crocheting here. I might time lapse this for video sake wise. Again, if you need to, you can always click on the gear button to speed up or slow down. the video, and then if you don't need to hear the sound, lower the sound and click on the CC button. It should be subtitled. Okay, so I finished up the first leg, and I'm going to remove, and I did the slip stitch already on there. I'm just going to remove my markers now. We have to do the second leg. So the instructions say, fasten off the first leg, do not fasten off the second leg. So I'm going to show you how I fasten off. And then once you complete, whether this is a part 1 video or if it's all in one video, I haven't decided yet. I'm going to come back in and do the body and the head. So whenever you do instructions and we're stopping at the 30th round, and then the next body parts pick up at the 31st round, for example, it means that there's no, we're going to crochet into everything. But like I said, do not fasten off the second leg. We're going to do the first leg. And look how long this is. So this is how long. I don't even know if Jack Skellington is going to fit in my frame once I finish this. But I'll show you how I fasten off. So it doesn't really say how much you need, because sometimes you use this to sew into the body parts. So because I don't know, I'm going to give myself just a generous amount, and we're going to just snip it off like that. And if we don't need this, we can cut this and tuck it in or something. So how to fasten off. So after you do your 30th row and you do your slip stitch to complete the round, we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to pull this through the loop, and we're going to pull it all the way out. It's as simple as that. And then you can tighten up that little stitch, and that's how we fasten it off. And we have Jack Skellington's first leg. Look how long this is. So all we have to do is do the second one. You can replay this video or this part of the video, and then I'm just going to hop back in magically with the second leg. Okay, so we did our first leg. This is how long it is. It doesn't even fit in the frame. And we fastened it off. And then off camera, I did the second leg. As you see, I have all my stuff here. Oh my gosh, I'm realizing my hook is not attached. So I'm going to attach the hook right now. Okay. Now I'm just going to remove all these markers. I'm pretty much done with the 2 legs. And again, I would invest in these markers for this project and for any project moving forward. They're always a good way to keep track of what you're doing, especially when you tend to stop and go with your project. You can always like put little sticky labels, temporary sticky labels, the removable stickers, and you can always write down what round you're on, row you're on. That way you can always come back and know exactly where you are. I just write a note on my phone. I have like a note, sticky notes on my phone, and I just leave myself a sticky note. And since these are color coded, you could always say what it is and what color. But anyway, so it says here, fasten off the first leg. Do not fasten off the second leg. Instead, continue with the body. So essentially, we are going to be moving on to the body and head. And we're going to end up crocheting these 2 guys together. So since this is already an hour and some change, I am going to make this video 1, and then video 2 is going to be body and head. And then actually the body and head is pretty long, so that might be actually a 2-hour video, just to let you know. And then maybe the extras, we have the face, the arm. We have to make 2 of these, and then we have the shirt. So this might be a span of 3 videos. Oh, and there's more. Oh goodness, there's a lot more. Collar, tie center, tie wings, cocktail. I might have to try breezing through some of this. Maybe some of these won't take long. This is only 6 rows. This one is, it looks like 1 row each, 4 rows. Okay, so maybe I can do this in 3 videos. I just wanted to make these videos long enough that you can possibly hold your attention to. Because I know for me, I can't sit there and do a whole project all at once. Even when filming, sometimes I'll do it, but I really will hate myself later because I end up getting tired or my voice gets tired. So we'll revisit the rest. So thank you so much, you guys, for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.